Last time I'll be picking up a roller. Now I've got the wood sealed off now to prevent bird. So that's the wood sealed off now. It's just to prevent this glue from soaking into the wood itself. Obviously I want it just to sit on the wood and soak into the material, so it bonds the material onto the roof itself, which is going to be fun to fit because yet again I'm fighting gravity. Now this is the stuff I'm going to be using. It's a quilted fabric leatherette material, and that's meant to be brown, although it looks a bit bronze to me. That's going to go on the wall, and this is white, and that's going to go on the ceiling. Now to glue these in place I'm using impact glue. I don't think that stuff should be strong enough to attach this material onto the ceiling and the walls. I don't think you're going to see much from me in this video. I want to be underneath this stuff. Maybe not a bad thing. Start again. I'll rip it down again. So I'm going to do it differently. I was going to do the full length of the van in one section. Impossible. So I'm going to do it this way, width way. So first thing I'm going to do is staple the edge of this up so it matches the quilted pattern on this side. This is where the fun begins. I'm going to spray the glue on the roof in the middle section. I'm going to flatten out the middle section first. I'm going to work from the middle outwards. Oh, that went a hell of a lot easier. Don't know I was dicking around before. God knows what it looks like on the other side of that. It's definitely ventilated in here. I'm starting to see the pink elephant. I've got the material clamped at the minute to make a straight hemline. I want a straight line across the roof lining here and a straight line down here, so it covers up them staples. I will staple it in this corner first, then take the material across this way after I've spread the glue underneath it. Only one chance or one shot of this. Take that staple out later. Ooh, the concentration. In fact, I'm going to stick a staple in this one as well here. Just keep it hot. Oh, that's going to need some stretching. Oh God. That was stressful, but it's done. Now I've got this offside wall covered with this material. I need to cut out the hole for the window, but first I want to staple around the edges just to make sure it's all taut. I'm going to cut out the hole for the window, leaving quite a bit of fabric around the edge. Probably should have started at the bottom. -1 outside. Was that inside? It's called inside, it is outside. So what I'm using to go right around the edging of this window is this rubber door seal. It's sort of like a D seal. And that really does fill in the gap between the wall and the rubber of the window. And it all matches and blends in. So I'm just putting this rubber trim on now around the window just to hide the staples and the ending of the leatherette material. So I'm tucking the extra layer of fabric underneath the gap between the window and the wall. Now you can get this stuff off eBay, like I have. They come in different sizes. So if you need to bridge a gap like I have, just make sure you measure the gap first. I'll put a link in below. I got this one. Just very tight stuff this is. What I'm doing now is just cut off a bit of an excessive melt, so I squeeze it into position. Just grab a pair of snips. There we go. Looks a hell of a lot neater. All I'm going to do next is put my blind on. Now this is the hard bit. I know I'm not on flat ground, so I can't use the spirit level. I'm not entirely sure if this floor's flat, but I'm going off the floor. I can't go off the ceiling because that line's not exactly straight. Looks about right. I've got a datum line here, but I think that's going off a bit. Datum line there. Put 2 inches bag on. Put 2 inches bag on. Fly curtain. Right. Yeah. Because I've got to leave enough gap for the cupboards and enough gap underneath for the settee. Done. So while soft lad is ironing out the creases, I'm going to start with the flooring. So flooring, what I plan to use is this vinyl, like laminated flooring. Very easy stuff to use. Just a case of sliding in together and clicking into place. Now, I don't want this flooring to be free floating. I want it to be stuck on the floor itself. What I plan to use is some proper vinyl glue. I'll spread that out on the floor, leave to tack off for a few minutes, then I shall lay this flooring on top of the glue. Once I've laid the flooring, I'll just gently tap around the joints, making sure all joined up properly. Leave it 24 hours and it should be fine enough to stand on. I padded myself. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
Son, why